Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryan Harris, and welcome to you for joining us. Would you believe me if I told you Wednesdays? Every week, coming to you Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12:34 p.m. Pacific time, and we are talking about all the different things of abundance, of the law of increase, of just everything in general that would you believe me if I told you things that expand your mind, expand your thinking. And today we are talking about, what are we talking about? We are talking about there are far more Americans than you even know. So a couple different examples we'll get into in a minute, but for now, I invite you to click subscribe. And I invite you to watch live each week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12:34 p.m. Pacific. Click subscribe, new content every week, and watch us live, or even watch some of the recordings that come from our live streaming. So look, with a lot of things, you might get the feeling that sometimes that people are trying to push their beliefs on you, or you're trying to expand. If you're trying to improve your life, even if we're heading into New Year's resolution season, and as you endeavor upon that, common hour thinking, or some people might be some of the doubters in your life, of what is possible in your health, in your well-being. Are you going to lose the weight? Are you going to keep in that shape, or are you going to keep up that New Year's goal? And so for this is the theme of today, is just expanding beyond conventional common hour thinking. And again, whatever you think you can, whatever you dream you can, or think you can do, begin it, because again, action has boldness in it, and magic. And so what we talk about with the topic for today is America is much bigger than you even realize. And so again, I'm actually coming to you live from America. It's actually Mazatlan, Mexico, here live, and you can, I think, see a cruise ship in the background there. And as I was preparing this session, it really reminded me. I'm on the Pacific Coast, but our colleagues way back when, one of the first thoughts of the time was common hour thinking, was that the world was flat. So Christopher Columbus was one of the ones who helped prove that the world was indeed not flat. However, when he came to what is now known as the New World, or America, he thought he was getting a faster path to India, and so he called everybody he saw Indians. And it wasn't until even Amerigo Vespucci, I think he was an Italian sailor and captain, and he is actually what America is named after. And so for those of you who are like, wait, you said you're in America, but you're in Mexico. Well, that's true, because Mexico is America, and America is a continent, and that's where when some people with limited worldviews are trying to debate, it's like, that's not America, that's not America. It is indeed America. It's Central America, or Latin America, and the country that I'm in is of course Mexico, and I'm from the United States of America. And so that's where, again, with perception is reality. And there's actually another fun trait that because of how big America's landmass is, there's more Americans than you might know all over the world. So especially in America, or even continents like Asia, China, and so there's a joke that goes, you know, when you speak 3 languages, you are trilingual, and when you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual, and when you only speak 1 language, you're American. And that's because a lot of times, again, some of the common hour, conventional lack of worldviews, uh, worldliness. A lot of people can stay in the United States of America and go so far without having to speak a different language, or even, you know, going to Canada, going to, you know, some of the tropical areas of, you know, Mexico from time to time, if they're, you know, traveling with a passport. Now that, you know, passports have been required for travel on land and in air a lot more in recent years. There's a lot more, there's a lot less people actually venturing out who, again, feel like they've got this great worldly view, but they've never left the country of the United States. So why is this important to you? And so this is because when you start trying, if you feel like you're surrounded by the world is flat type thinkers, or, you know, we're living in 2-dimensional, I invite you to look, really lean into your peer group, your thinking, and know that, look, there is always another perspective. There's always, you know, there's many Americans in many other countries. Those who don't speak the language besides English or American English. That's, you know, just a nice little joke there, but ultimately, look, when you realize that this world is a lot bigger than just one country, look at your challenges, situations, circumstances, or opportunities. More better said, is opportunities for, you know, quantum leaps in your results. What you would love in your health, in your, you know, as you and I are heading into New Year's resolution season. What are you doing to surround yourself with the great worldly views, the ones with the great awareness of, you know, those not focused on the problem, but those instead focused on the solution. Like, well, this could happen if, and if this happened, then, you know, that would start leading to a whole bunch of momentum. And again, that's where you can't necessarily make your dreams happen. You can't make them your results, but you can make them welcome by opening up and getting curious about different perspectives, and know that, look, just because one person has a perspective from their perspective, from maybe their limited worldview or their limited view on life, doesn't mean that has to be your view. So I invite you these next 7 days, as you're noticing what you're noticing, what thoughts are you holding that may have been something that you've inherited, or something that, you know, your inner voice is talking to you that, again, no longer is serving your best self. So that's one of those things where I invite you to challenge your thinking, to really open yourself up to the curiosity of possibility about really making welcome and living what you would love to live in your life. And that's what we're doing here with Would You Believe Me If I Told You Wednesdays. And the other aspect, the other homework for you this week, the other intention, the other focus and attention that I invite you to consider is, look, when you're opening up yourself to conversations with friends, family, loved ones, colleagues, or even hearing some of the things from the news, what you might be reading, hearing, seeing, I invite you to give that same noticer, the observer principle of are you inheriting your own thoughts and beliefs, or are you letting other people think on your behalf? Are you being a victim to just, you know, are you satisfying, are you being satisfied with just what other people say you can achieve, or other people say that you can accomplish, or what's possible, or are you saying, you know what, let me be the one who has that highest authority on what is possible in my life and what is possible in this world. And what I'll say, well, I'll leave you with the note, you know, in the Wright brothers' lifetime, they never thought that flying was possible, but they saw it in their mind. They kept at it, and they kept opening up themselves to the possibility of little tweaks here, little tweaks there, and they were bike mechanics. So bike mechanics, from a bicycle to the moon. We went from first two bike mechanics learning how to give us the power of flight, and then within 60 years we went to the moon. So and now we're going up into space like it's nothing these days. So again, would you believe me if I told you Wednesdays? This has been Ryan Harris. I thank you for joining. I invite you to subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.